Looking back, 2025 wasn't one big highlight. It was a collection of small wins, hard days, and unexpected joy. But some of it happened on the road, and some of it happened behind the scenes. And this is a look at the moments that shaped my year.
I'm actually a motorcycle vlogger.
A what?
A motorcycle vlogger.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't follow him, but I just was like, I think that might be a YouTuber. Let me go stand.
All right, hey y'all. So I decided to do a 2025 wrap up in a new location. I have actually not done a year-end wrap up in a couple years, and I thought that this was the perfect time to do it. It's a nice day. So anyway, whatever, let's get into it. So we're gonna do the top 5 moments of 2025. It's at the end of the year. I will end up looking back at my videos, and somehow, some way, there is a journey being shown. There is a buildup of events that leads me to the person that I am at the end of the year. So as I was trying to pick what my top 5 moments were, it kind of seeped into 2024 a little bit. So I do have a number 5 top moment from 2024, but the rest are from 2025. And as I talk about these top moments, I just want to talk about what you don't see in those videos, and also how each video and what happened in between led to the next video and how I am as a person today. So without further ado, here's number 5. So in 2024, I decided to ride 1,000 miles in 24 hours. It's not the first time I had done it, but it was the first time I had done it by myself. What led me to do that ride was anxiety. It came out of nowhere. Straight out of God knows where. It was just a feeling, a random feeling of I'm scared to get on this bike. And I just remember I had posted about it on Instagram. I made a story talking about how it was a very vulnerable moment to talk about it, because it's a moment that makes you look weak. So I think it's time to have a real vulnerable conversation about riding anxiety, and the fact that you don't have to go down or have something happen to you to experience it, because I've had it for the past year and it came out of the blue. Nothing happened to me. It's so bad that I can't even consume the same social media content I used to consume. Like riding videos where people crash or speeding through traffic, I can't watch it. I had so many state lines planned for this summer. The same ones I had planned for last summer. Haven't done them because of anxiety. And if you pay attention and watch my YouTube channel, like I've been staying pretty close to home lately, which is not like me. Like I'm usually out there. So what I decided to do was plan a challenging trip for myself, like I used to do. So maybe if I challenge myself like I used to do when I first started riding on the big bikes, then it'll help me kick it. You know, like, well, why do you ride a motorcycle if you're scared? And that thought was validated when somebody came in my inbox and was like, well, if you're scared, you need a new hobby. Get rid of the bike. Now, anybody who knows me knows I don't put much emphasis on negativity. I don't thrive on it, and I don't play into it. But sometimes somebody will really say something to me that lights a fire in me, and I take it as a challenge. And in that moment, I was like, anxiety won't get the best of me. And I took that ride and I documented it. And I talked about the vulnerability that comes with it. And I showed you guys how it felt to start and how it was to end. When I tell you the tears, it just feels good. So that makes that the start to my 2025 journey. Now, I have a 4.5 top moment, and that's because I don't want to mention it as a number 4 top moment, because it wasn't a top moment. It was probably the number 1 worst moment of 2025. But a few months after I had done that 1,000 mile trip, and I got out of this anxiety phase, and I'm feeling really good about my riding, and I'm more confident, I'm planning, my sister went down, and all that anxiety flooded back. Even to this day, I still experience some issues with certain riding maneuvers, like getting on a highway on an on-ramp, because that's where my sister went down. And if you've never seen anybody go down, it's rough. It's scary. And it's something that'll change you. And it has definitely changed me. So I fixed the anxiety. I got it in check. Then the anxiety comes back, which leads me into my number 4 top moment, which is riding to Oklahoma with my sister, Cream. And so after that happened, I rode with Cream, and it was another situation where I got rid of my anxiety. It was another 1,000 mile day. Cream, I'm so sorry I did that to you. I don't think she'll ever do it again. But that ride, we did 1,000 miles the first day in less than 24 hours. I think it was like 18. And I took my turn slow. But one thing about my sister is she told me, she said, take it as slow as you need to take it. Do what you got to do. She's like, I'm here for you. And I think that was the part of my journey where it was like, okay, we fixed the anxiety. Anxiety is back. All right, my sister is here now. Let's get this anxiety back in check. And sometimes it just shows you that you need that support system to really push you to your next level, which leads me into top moment number 3, the Peace Army ride. So we're talking about support and how having these people in your corner will help you get to where you need to be. Well, the Peace Army ride is where it's at. And y'all know, shout out to GQ for putting that ride together. It was my first time going to that ride in his 2nd year doing it. And I just absolutely love that ride. Now I can sit here and talk about it all day, but y'all, I made 2 videos about it. Okay, that's how lit it was. So you can just go watch the videos and see what happened at the ride. But it's what happens in the moments that you don't see. The moments when everybody is leaving and they're on the road. You know, when you're in your helmet, you have so much time to just think. And I left that ride feeling like the networking that I had done built me a support system. I felt validated leaving that ride to the point where I was like, my brain was racing, and like I had 18 hours to get home. My brain is racing like, okay, I'm about to do this, I'm about to do this, I can do this, I can do that, because I felt empowered enough to do it. And the people at that ride really pushed me to do it. So, which leads me into top moment number 2. Cause now we're getting into, y'all see the journey, y'all see how this journey is flowing, right? Like it's just, I love it. They left me, okay? They left me. That was the last video. But of course, again, I'm not gonna talk about the video itself because you saw the video. I captured the moments that I wanted you to see. It's the moments in between. So between the Peace Army ride and riding with my family that came through, riding through Virginia, it just goes to show how those types of events and building this community of like-minded people is so important, because you build these bonds. Between those 2 rides, I built such a connection with multiple people. But Trey and V, I mean, like when I say family, I mean that. And I said I wasn't gonna name any names on this video because I knew I was gonna leave somebody out, but I have to mention them. Doing this ride with my friends, it was just a really good moment. That was my number 2 moment, is meeting up with my family in DC. And my top moment of 2025 is the 1,500 mile trip to Texas, baby, big Texas. I did that, okay? And with 4 minutes to spare, I think it was like 4 or 5 minutes to spare. Either way, I did that. And just the in-between, and what you don't see in that video is the stillness, the quiet. Every moment of my video, something is happening. Music, I'm talking, I'm celebrating, I'm doing something. But what you don't see and what you don't hear is the quiet that happens in that helmet when you are just thinking about anything that could happen. You start thinking about life. Like, it's just so much, and it's just quiet. Now just think about the contradiction of that statement, the quiet on a motorcycle. Wind, cars, random birds chirping. You got a whole lot going on around you, and yet and still you are able to find quiet on the bike. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. And the thing about it is, you don't even have to ride far to get it. You can ride down the street and you can still get it. I love it. But that was my top moment of 2025. I felt so good doing that. It was a new iron butt, because at that point I think I had done 4 iron butts. I was like, we gotta up the ante a little bit. Let's hit 1,536, okay? And I did it. Of course, with some struggles, as you saw in the video. But I think those struggles just, number one, gives you a good story to tell because you made it through. And number two, it really just showed me like, if I can get through this, I can get through anything. It prepares you for the next moment, which I think is so important. Those are my top 5 moments of 2025 and a sprinkle of 2024. And so with all that being said, I just wanted to say thank you. Ultimately, my message is ride, hustle, and overcome. RHO. You get it? So ride, hustle, overcome, which I am wearing if you've been paying attention. And it'll be out in January of 2026. Pre-orders are gonna drop soon. And I really hope that you guys will support me. Just like I put a lot of love in my videos, I put a lot of love into making my design and figuring out what was the message that I wanted to spread. And it's ride, hustle, overcome. If you ride, you gotta hustle, because who gonna pay for that gas? I mean, let's be real, okay? If you ride, you gotta hustle. And if you hustle, you can overcome. And you can interchange those words any way that you want to. When you overcome, you feel like you can ride. When you ride, you can overcome, because a lot of us use riding to overcome certain things mentally. I know I can speak for myself. I do. Your riding doesn't have to be thousands of miles. Your riding can be right down the street. Your hustle, it ain't gotta be hard. Just hustle just a little bit. Right now I'm hustling with my lifestyle journey. 60 pounds, baby. Thank you. And I'm overcoming, because every day is not an easy day for me, but I continue to push through. So with all that being said, I appreciate y'all. And I hope you have a blessed 2026. And as always, thank you for rocking with me. Thank you for riding with me. And until 2026, bye y'all.
Oh, I'm on a mountain, I'm looking at the ground. Not the one in front of me, but the one that's far down. And I feel so high up, you can't catch me now. It's funny how the separation makes you feel so sound. Look at you, you're